Let's play! Hi there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Hyrule Warriors. In the last part, we totally beat the Twilight area thing with Volga. And this time we're going to Skyloft now. And since we tried out everyone, I think we're going to go back to being Sia. Now, I didn't show this off before, but Sia of course has 3 costumes to start off with one being paid DLC as part of the Season Pass. So you have her regular masked, you have unmasked, and you have hatless. I find it funny because it reminds me of Dante in PlayStation All-Stars. You know what I'm saying when if you've played that game where the costumes is just getting more and more naked with each one revealing another layer. And for this one, though, we're going to be using her Guardian of Time costume. Now, this costume is part of the Master Quest DLC, and it is for both Lana and Sia. Now, they still look like themselves proportion-wise. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be the same size, but it's just because of how Lana kind of seems shorter. But I don't think she is. She might not be. I'm not sure. Because... spoilers, if you haven't watched the full game yet, they were from the same person split into 2, right? So this is actually supposed to represent both, like, them come together with, I guess, one, like, personality becoming the main one? Kind of? It's very cool, because you only see this costume in one of the cutscenes with the bra hat, as I like to say. So we're going to use the bra hat on her. Well, her regular hat kind of looks like a bra too. I mean, that's a black bra. And now this is a white bra. So, yes. We shall be using this one along with our Scepter of Time with 3 stars. And we're going to take over Skyloft, why not?
Sia sensed another powerful and unknown entity in a separate rift in time. This one on the floating island of Skyloft. When she arrived there, she found it already beset by a vast army of monsters. But who commanded them, Sia wondered. The inhabitants of Skyloft were clearly overwhelmed. Many thought that the end of the world was at hand. Phi, a servant of the goddess, fought alongside the humans, but the beasts' advance could not be stopped. A great darkness would soon overtake Skyloft. Though Sia cared nothing for the fate of the villagers, she began formulating a plan. Whatever being had brought these creatures to Skyloft would make a powerful servant. She would need to subjugate it and make it her own. Launching herself into battle to defend Skyloft, Sia looked for an opportunity to weaken this dark power, and then add it to her forces.
So, like, I don't know if you guys noticed this last time, but it's kind of obvious if you look at this one, too, where... because the last mission was supposed to be happening, like, at the same time? Or is it... no, it's before. It has to be before. Because... but then... okay, so the last mission was a fight between Zant and Midna, right? So then you can just assume that Zant, you know, when we won, Zant then would go and... I don't know, like, he took over the castle, and then Midna goes to Hyrule, Hyrule Field, Twilight Field in this one, and then would go find Agatha and do that part of the story. But then, this one doesn't make much sense, because it's pretty obvious that Link is the one who discovers Phi. But here she is already out and summoned. So I think it's best to just say... who cares about canon, let's just play as the villains, because honestly it's a little confusing when you actually start to think about it. So let's go. I'm actually going to go backwards at the start though, because I see that one base there that needs to be captured. And thankfully, because we are Sia, we can just destroy everything with our maniacal laugh that everyone apparently... I got a couple comments on a part before saying how it's annoying. I don't know. I don't find it too annoying myself. I don't usually get annoyed by character voices in games. The only real exception was a Warriors game, actually, with Usopp from Pirate Warriors. He is the only video game character to truly anger me in terms of his voice acting. The lines are very repetitive, and because he's a fast ranged character, you end up just using the same lines over and over. It's quite annoying. As you can see here, though, we have Sia's beautiful, pristine Sunday best costume, which is definitely a nice change of pace. It's somehow more and less revealing. Cause I don't know, maybe it's just the top and how you can't really see it, but definitely with Lana, it has no support whatsoever. This would not be something you would wear jogging, if you will. It's not so much visible with Sia, but no, definitely. And it's a little strange too, because Lana and Sia have the same body type. And like, that means Lana, her modest clothing really does cover her up. But it's assumed they are, and in this costume you can see they're the same, if you catch my sonic drift. So this is what the commentary has come to, folks. But and we're not even done story mode. Actually, I've done some thinking though. I'm thinking like I'll be here forever if I do all of adventure mode. So I've been thinking like I might just do 2 types of adventure mode videos, where I'm gonna do digests for because there's 2 types of stages. There's like the ones where it's just what is the mission currently? Well, it doesn't say. Well, let's kill Gurahim, why not? There's like the ones that are full-blown missions, and then there's the ones that are just like digests. Not digests. They're mini missions, and I'm hoping to put them into just all the mini missions into one, and then do one video for the actual full-blown missions. So I'm thinking doing something like that. I'm not sure. I do want to show off every character though, so I think I'll be doing videos at least covering every individual character for now. I'm getting a phone call right now, and I hope you guys can't hear that. Thankfully, people are home that won't, they'll pick it up for me. So yes. So we've made contact with the Skyloft force, or no, yeah. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Volga has come to aid your cause. Together we will make short work. Oh, Volga's helping the people and is visibly disgusted by it. Kind of strange, you know, it's like, who's... The idea of sides, though, gets blurred very, very quickly, though, when you start doing other modes. Because you'll actually see, like, Link and Ganondorf working together. Which, you know, I guess has happened before. Also, the Imprison's here. He's right behind me, isn't he? No, he's actually to the side of me. Okay. So, let us go face him. Don't let Fi flee. I was going to say Fee flee, which is how I would pronounce it, but this game has told me otherwise. Hello, Mr. Imprisoned. Let's use this at a distance to try and... Ow. Okay, this is a bad idea. Okay, that didn't work. Oh god, this is not working. I wish I had the... I don't have the thing that makes it so that you can take 1 hit of damage with her. That'd be really good. Possibly up to 3. Well, too bad, Fi. You're going to have to just deal with it for now. Yeah, like I said, though, you can't get any more than half of the Imprisoned's health down because he is a very fickle creature. One that is kind of annoying to fight. Now, I'm actually going to have to dash away, though, because he's going to roar, do his thing. I might just super under him and get rid of them all at once. I do have 3 super meters, which is very nice to have. It's, you know, it's definitely something that I'd say to focus on upgrading. Because, like, all the other stuff, it's, like, definitely, you know... most of the other ones, it comes down to just don't get hit. But this one can really help you not get hit at all to begin with. So, yes. We defeat the Imprisoned. We got a silver material, which is just his regular scales. But, I mean, that's good, because his materials are rare to begin with. Because you don't fight him much, except in missions where you fight 3 or 4 of him, which can die. Really, like, just straight up die. Like, I'm talking, they can just go right on to the Zelda equivalent of hell. I'd say that the water temple that's in Skyward Sword, that's about right. So now that we got the humans on our side, no, the demons, we're gonna fight the humans now. Because logic? I mean, it does make sense. It's kind of cool that you are the one flipping between sides as opposed to one, you know, that's not. So I think it's kind of a neat mechanic. So, but we're first gonna go and because we just don't have a nice high kill count, we're gonna go and try and kill some more dudes, take some more bases. This isn't a hard mission. I'd say none of these ones are. They're definitely just missions that, you know, give you an excuse to play as the villains in a fun and unique manner. But the keeps are open. Let's take this one because this one's always a nice one to have. As I said before, though, there are no unlockable stuff in these DLC modes, which on the one hand is kind of nice for people who don't buy it, but on the other one, it's like, well then, you know, how are you gonna get upgrades for the characters? And it's like, you can. There are. But they are paid and non-unlockable otherwise. Like I'm talking, there's no Skulltulas and no heart containers for these characters. Those are in the Master Quest, so that's fun. You're not gonna get them for a while. I actually never unlocked their weapons, so I mean their default weapons as is are good. But you know, it's always nicer to have better ones, and their upgraded weapons do look cool. You know, and cool-looking weapons, I mean, that's kind of half the reason why you play these games. And in fact, there's a skill later on that makes any weapon, regardless of tier, as strong as the Master Sword. So, if you prefer the look of the white sword to the magic sword, for instance, if you just get the skill that ups it, you know, you can make any weapon be good, regardless of design, really. It's like, you know, so that's good. That's definitely a good thing to have, but you do have to unlock that, and it is a pain to unlock. I think I've said before, to unlock you have to get every weapon, then you have to unlock the seal on the Master Sword, then you have to get 2,500 kills, then you'll start finding weapons with 2,500, and you will start finding weapons with that many kills needed on other weapons other than the Master Sword, and once you do that, then then they're upgraded to being 500, so that's good. But I think it's time to take down Fi. Let's I'm trying to think of a pun. I can't even think of one. She is super powerful though, so look out. She is in this area upgraded to be annoyingly powerful. But it's okay, because you have meter. 3 meters, in fact. Unless you're not upgrading. Oh god, an upgradeless run of Hyrule Warriors would be pretty much akin to hell. Also, with the frame rate dropping 1,000,000 frames right now, I guess it's a good time to say that my videos are now in 60 frames per second for Wii U videos. Because I figured out how to do it, because I just didn't have an option selected. So now they are doing that. They aren't 1080p anymore. But, like, who cares? The difference between 1080 and 720 is barely noticeable, and they're upscaled as is, so, like, this game is 720 upscaled to 1080 as is, so, whatever. But now it's 60 frames per second when it's not slowing down. Gurhim sucking up to me. That's very good. Okay, no, it explains it. Fi just goes back to sleep then, which then doesn't make much sense in terms of the actual Skyward Sword mythos. But again, this game takes place in an alternate dimension where all the Zelda games happened canonically, and this one, which is a separate dimension from otherwise. I want Sia to step on me. I mean, what? God, that is incredibly erotic. It is. It truly is. But no, that's it. We have one more mission, I'm pretty sure. Didn't want to get rid of that one. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that one. I don't need a level 1. Another spinner. Okay, so, let me tell a bit of a story. I now have the Link and Toon Link amiibos. And, normally when you scan them, you're supposed to get level 3 weapons, right? Now, because I only have the spinner and the horse as level 3 weapons that I can get, I have been getting, like you can see here, my spinners are all pretty decked out. I have a, you know, when you have a 420 attack spinner, a 420 attack any weapon, that's the strongest they can get without unlocking the Master Sword potential. So, yeah, no, between horses and spinners, I have an excess, so that can go away. Also, Dominion Rods, because I have Zelda and Sheik as well, but Sheik gives harps at least. We got a Holy Hylian Shield and Gurihim Sash and Fi's heals. So does she have feet? That is a question for the ages. Imprisoned Scale, some gauntlets, and all this good stuff. This reminds me of a game I've been playing recently called Monster Hunter. Boy oh boy have I been just unlocking all sorts of stuff. Oh, this is the character select screen. The supposedly finish aside from the 4 characters. So that'll be fun. Let's just take a look to see if we can upgrade anything in here. But ooh, Fi can get her last stuff. She needed another scale. Now, what should I get? I'm gonna get her another meter. That's kind of a thing to focus on. It's definitely best to get more meters for characters. I haven't really been grinding per se, but I've been playing, you know, bit by bit. So let's see, what does G-Dubs use? I'm gonna save those wrist bones for other stuff later. But guys, thank you for watching, and next time we're going to the final story mode chapter, aside from the video that'll be after where I go and get all the hard mode Skulltulas. Oh boy, that'll be fun. Yes, Darkness Falls, the mission where you play as Sia going crazy. So I will see you all next time though. Ciao.